Everyone is saying the same thing as Prince Edward steps out in navy uniform. Following Prince Edward's royal engagement today, admirers of the royal family had only one thing to say. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. At a ceremony held to formally welcome Scotland's first autonomous mine-hunting mothership into its fleet, the Duke of Edinburgh was present. This morning, April 11th, while parked at Forth Ports in Leith, Edinburgh, the 6,000-ton Royal Fleet Auxiliary, RFA, Stirling Castle was dedicated. It is stated that this will further safeguard the UK's mine-hunting capabilities. Once called the MV Island Crown, the ship was converted to become the mothership it is today at HM Naval Base Devonport. Before the dedication ceremony started, officials and crew members saluted Edward as he boarded the ship in uniform. According to Captain Duncan Vernoum, the ship's commanding officer, the RFA is the first of its kind in Scotland and a completely different concept. He continued, "We are the first ship that's dedicated to actually supporting in a mine-hunting capacity." The Duke's appearance thrilled royal enthusiasts, who commented on social media about how good he looked. "I adore the Royal Naval outfit, maybe since my father was in the Iron and I was around sailors from a young age," a user commented on X. "I just figured I would share that boring bit of knowledge. Prince Edward appears well." One more person remarked, "Prince Edward looks really good nowadays." "He doesn't he, and Sophie, seems so happy," concurred a third. "He looks much better and seems to have gained some weight," said a fourth person. The fifth person to chime in finally said, "Good to see the Doe looking so well. Last year, I was concerned about him." James became the Earl of Wessex after Prince Edward, who turned 59 in March of last year, was given the title of Duke of Edinburgh, which had belonged to his late father, Prince Philip. James had been called Viscount Severn since the year he was born, 2007. Even though he had changed his title the year before, Lady Louise Windsor, his older sister, retained hers. When Buckingham Palace announced that Edward would become the Duke of Edinburgh, they made it clear that Prince Edward will hold the title for His Royal Highness's lifetime. After his own death, the title will return to the Crown, and the current monarch will designate the next in line to take the throne. James's future marriage could be Princess Charlotte, as it is unlikely that he will receive the title of Edinburgh. Third in line for the throne right now is Prince William's only child, Princess Charlotte, who is 8 years old. The requirement for the return of the title of Edinburgh to the Crown is consistent with King Charles's apparent inclination for a more limited system of governance. Edward and Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, decided not to give their children the customary titles of Prince and Princess after they were born in 2003 and 2007. Now both James and Lady Louise, who are 20 years old, are adults. Their desire was previously stated by the 59-year-old Sophie in an interview with the Times of London. The publication was informed by the mother of 2 children that we try to bring them up with the understanding they are very likely to have to work for a living. This is why we decided against using HRH titles. They have them and can decide to use them from the age of 18, but I think it's highly unlikely. As the Times had previously revealed, the late Prince Philip had wanted his youngest son to take over as Duke of Edinburgh. The article went on to say that Buckingham Palace had made it clear on the day of their 1999 wedding that Edward and Sophie were the intended recipients of the designation. At that time, the palace issued the following statement: "The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales have also agreed that Prince Edward should be given the Dukedom of Edinburgh in due course, when the present title held now by Prince Philip eventually reverts to the Crown." A royal analyst suggests that Prince Edward's offspring might offer a burst of youth to King Charles's reformed monarchy. If they take on royal responsibilities and provide an injection of youth, the royal expert thinks that Lady Louise Windsor, 20, and James Earl of Wessex, 16, could play significant roles in the monarchy in the future. Royal analyst Richard Eden described how Prince Edward and Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, embodied the qualities that Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Edward's late parents, valued most in a piece that appeared in the Daily Mail's Palace Confidential newsletter.